What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Kwach, actor, writer, and all nice things. Please, if you have not subscribed, hii channel, like, sijui unaona nini, cinema yako unaitolea wapi? Because if you have not subscribed to Alboa Cinema, this is where you will get everything. So subscribe. Ni wewe naongelesha. Subscribe.
So now, karibu to Alboa Cinema. I had to do a reaction to this new sensational documentary by Matt Walsh. Now, if you don't know Matt Walsh, he also released another documentary called What is a Woman? Now, he is, I have to say, not only in terms of the quality of these documentaries and the style, but also how they've been able to market these films to the public and get the response that they have. Because let me just give you a little backstory, if you like. These are conservatives in America. So they have a company called Daily Wire that is a media company. They do news, commentary, blah, blah, but they also got into production of films and what. So I think there are about 3 or 4 films that they've produced, and they also got into distribution. Now, Matt Walsh is a commentator who has his own channel, but is in that organization that also used to have Candace Owens and whatnot. Now, what is going on in America, there's a lot of this identity politics, and the issues of race, especially sexualities and whatnot, have come to the forefront, especially in Hollywood. So that every story these days you receive it has a lot of this identity in it. Or black people here, or you find like they put black people in Viking setups in the Middle Ages. they put lesbians in space and in Star Wars, and they're just adding this arbitrarily in storytelling. And basically everyone else who doesn't accept or doesn't appreciate that kind of storytelling is called names: racist, homophobe, transphobe, white supremacist. Even if you're black, by the way, you can be called that. So what this person has been doing, Matt Walsh, she's trying to do this documentary to expose the weakness in a lot of these arguments, which, by the way, many of you have fallen for. I see a lot of you Africans always falling for this identity politics from the West. You're always crying about being black and being disadvantaged because you're black. You forget all the black people that are putting you through hell here, our politicians, and you jumping, oh, British colonized us 50 years ago, that's why we can't do anything for ourselves. And it's become this really horrible white savior ideology, because that's what it is, even with blacks in it. That's those progressives in the West, they like to call other white people calling other people the worst, who don't want anything for the black people. So they're always pushing it by themselves. They want to be the ones in control to tell you what to do. And also, if you're a black person and you disagree with anything that they say, you will be turned into an enemy immediately. This ideology has been very destructive in art, especially. You've seen quite a number of these big budget blockbuster movies and series just failing because the people that have been hired, they have not been hired on competence or anything like that. They've been hired because either they're black or they're a woman or they have some weird sexual proclivity. They call it queer. There's this whole thing about intersectionality where all the supposed marginalized communities come together to fight for a thing which they don't even tell you. So I wanted just to watch this scene because it's from the documentary. It's been released in America. But there's also a lot of clips like this around. So to show the ridiculousness of it all. So this is a white woman, as you can see, very, very white. Carrying up on a tayari ni woke. These people, they like to brand themselves. Some weird pink hair, purple hair or something, a lot of tattoos or bull ring or these rings. You'll see it's always there. But anyway, let's listen to the conversation she has with Matt Walsh. By the way, all the people that were in this, apparently many of them were paid. Some of them are very popular in that DEI anti-racist movement, because really, it is something in my, like sometimes when I hear somebody say they are an anti-racist activist or this activist, there's always something in my head that clicks. Vain. self-absorbed. It's always that way. People feel that they're here to save you. They're not really there to save you. They want the money and the power. But it's the way they speak. I went out and I saved this people and I did this and that. You can always see. For example, Boniface Mwangi. Boniface Mwangi got a lot of money and did a documentary about himself. Instead of building the artist that is supposedly under his power to fight for setup. These are self-absorbed people. They're on for their own promotion, but they use your suffering. Let's listen to this woke woman, this woke Westerner. Niwaambie. Definitely a feminist.
My daughter's 4 years old. I am an anti-racist educator, quote unquote. She's
anti-racist educator. What is that? Let me explain. These people, they've made up all these activists like careers. Even from college, they have them. You study activism in college because you have to come out here and deal with NGOs. A lot of them don't have real skills. And a lot of them, even they say anti-racist educator, they're not really educating, they're indoctrinating. They have a certain set frame of mind that you cannot question. I want you to watch this and you see how the hypocrisy becomes evident.
Still watching Disney movies, and she is choosing a white princess over princesses of color.
Now think about it. Think about it. She's white. Her daughter is white. When she watches Snow White, she still shows. She enjoys the white character who's like her tribe. You see, the argument is always that black people need to see themselves in these things to appreciate it. But then, according to her white kid seeing white people there to be able to. Oh God, you guys.
All the time.
Just wait. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So let's continue.
My daughter's 4 years old.
Okay.
I am an anti-racist educator, quote unquote. She's still watching.
Can't get over that anti-racist educator. A white woman telling you she's an anti-racist educator. Because it's always about them. And their black surrogates. It's always about these white women telling you, I'm the one who teach you black person why other white people should not be racist to you. It's such a convoluted, really horrible idea. It's also pretentious as hell. I can't stand. I'm sorry. I have an experience. I'll tell you. Let me finish this one.
Watching Disney movies, and she is choosing a white princess over princesses of color.
Have you talked to her about that?
All the time.
My 3-year-old daughter.
She's talking to a 4-year-old about it. She shouldn't appreciate a white princess on TV because the white princess looks like her. I mean, do you see how quickly they want to indoctrinate these children from utotoni like this? Like it's why don't people see how obvious this is? And why are such people so confident to say such stupid things in public? It's quite mind-boggling. I have to be honest.
Her favorite princess is Moana.
Love it.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
But then I also thought, there's a little bit of cultural appropriation here. She wants to be Moana for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we navigate that? Do I go and buy the Pacific Islander native attire for my white 3-year-old?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
But I guess what we might call the Moana problem here is what, on one hand, there's cultural appropriation. On the other hand, there's gravitating towards white characters.
Right.
So it's almost like no matter which way you go, you end up back in racism.
We think every space belongs to us because we live in a white supremacist society.
Is America?
Okay, man. You see, this guy is testing her logic, saying, my daughter likes Moana. Moana is South Pacific, Fijian types, someone. But she cannot dress like this character she admires because it's cultural appropriation to wear clothes of other cultures. While in America, they wear white people's clothes and fashion. And you see, the state preacher, it's a white supremacist country. You see, she already made the assumption because that's what they push. A white person telling you America is a white supremacist country, while America houses people from every single country in this world. And I know many of you have swallowed this, so I don't care. You can believe it or not. It doesn't really matter. I'm trying to show this person is you can see white Karen here. He's telling you how there are white supremacist countries. So what is she doing sitting here trying to educate you? She's white and white supremacist. So what is she doing here? Why is she the one talking about it? Why is she the expert, the anti-racism expert, educator? These people can't teach you anything. Okay, because if you dig, just go one layer below what she just said. Because personally, I know so many people, black people who live in America. I have made a lot of black American friends, even online too. And they tell you this is nonsense. They are rich as hell, they are making money, they are building businesses. So to keep this thing alive, they need these currents, these white currents, woke currents. Because they have so much power in the setup of America. These ones, you don't have to have a brain. You just show up there and you say whatever nonsense you are given to regurgitate. And the people expect you to just believe it. Anyway, wacha tuendelee kidogo.
An inherently racist country?
I think the word inherent is challenging there.
How is it challenging? Inherent means it's...
If we say
Fundamentally.
It's inherent and fundamentally, it's the same thing, but her brain locked because that word has not been used in those workshops of theirs, those anti-racist workshops. So right now she's not sure, is that the right word? I might be caught out by my tribe, but for not saying the right word. Look at that smile. Fake, top to bottom. Look at this pass. Like some of you, I've seen a lot of you run around big chest. Let me give you an experience. There's another white woman who's around here. What's her name? Lisa. She's a white woman who's collecting artists. Always telling her, she's trying to, we are doing this training or that training. She's not an expert. She's never done any of this. She has fake credentials, but she's running around. She has access to UN. She has access to all these places getting funding. Alafu anakuja tumsanii tunamfuata hapo nyuma. Like, you guys, you have to understand that these people don't give a shit. They're here for their own benefit. The money they make. Tell me an artist who these people have paid here locally. Kwanza huyo mama mwenye leo. Nilisikia aliongea mbaya sana. Tell me how much money she's paid the local artists she takes around to do events with her as mascots for her hustle. This is the same. Wanakuja hapa around wakuna tu organization kila mtu ameshikilia budget, smiling like this while they live lavishly while spreading some of the most poisonous ideas in the world.
Yes. America is racist to its bones. All of the...
So inherently.
Yeah.
They gonna say you racist.
Like he was basically exposing that she didn't even understand what she's saying. And they said racist to its bones. The biggest number of black millionaires in this world, they're in America. Black millionaires, black billionaires, they're all in America. Even this country, this continent of ours, does not have the number of dollar millionaires like America. The entire continent. How is that possible if they are so racist? Some of the biggest sports stars, artistic stars are black. How is that possible where it's inherently racist? It is not. That's why these people, they have to force it. They want you not to believe your eyes and ears and brain. Like this person is telling it's inherently racist, but she's sitting on a privileged position saying she's inherently racist. Why don't you step off? Give a black person your role and your money. They wouldn't do it. You know they wouldn't do it. It is bullshit they're selling you. Why are people from some of the poorest countries, most of which are those from, they have black people, or people with melanin, I don't like the word they use it, people of color, umbwa. Why is it that these people are all trooping to America? They have a migration crisis right now, Cindy. Over 15 million people have migrated there, and they're not from white countries in Europe. Majority, like 99%, are from other countries. How is it racist if those people can move in there, and there are others out there in the tens of millions, and they're making money? They're living lavish lifestyles. They're trying to lie to you that they're not. I'm not saying this out you move there. Achana na countries zingine. Let's build our thing here. We can go do business. Baki hapa tufanye. But this is the lie. And you see, for them to propagate this, and we've seen it even locally. You see, this thing is not just about race and whatnot. It's also about sexualities. Locally, you'll hear the feminism on everywhere. Women rights. When a woman is killed, that's femicide. It's a special kind of death. It's not homicide like normal men. If your man is killed, just homicide. But no. You see, they're creating these special groups to make money off and split us on those and destroy what is good. And a lot of there's nothing more insidious than seeing all these people pretending to be saving the world. That's the word, because you trust them more. Always telling you, like white supremacy has really mekokalia. No, it's not Ruto, it's white supremacy. Do you believe that? Do you believe that King Charles over there in England has as much say as Ruto does here and your MCA in making your life better or worse? Do you really believe that? If you do, you're very stupid. Let's just be honest about it. You have to be extremely dumb to believe such things. Do you understand? So, yeah. So this documentary, I'm going to watch it when it gets online, because it actually just has a theatrical release there in America. So when it does come, I hear it's extremely funny. It's really Borating these people. Come and watch Borat. And all of them, and from the reviews, at least a lot of the clips I've seen, he's just letting people talk. And they're exposing themselves. There's this scene. I have to find this scene. This scene where there are a bunch of women like sitting around talking about deconstructing whiteness. I have to find that. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm sorry. Let me just give me a few moments. It's very well received. It's top 5 in the box office. So for it not to have that kind of although mainstream media, by the way, they've refused to review these things, a lot of those. What the reason is because it's not woke. It's not Hollywood degeneracy that's it's actually exposing them. So where is that? There's where is that video of those women says? The women says. Okay, I'm going to die. I saw that. Toddlers can be racist. That's a video showing you this. So the toddlers can be. I have to be honest with you, it's quite ridiculous. Where is that? Where is that video? Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Let me check it.
One eternity later.
The hatred
By the
of yourself
this
and
is
each other
this is
like
Matolj.
the most. The not seeing your power.
I'm
The
still
being
shocked that they
afraid.
didn't know
Like,
it was
all
him
you do is
for
talk
long
about
spells
each other,
of
talk
this
shit about yourself.
documentary.
Oh my God, I'm
That's
so
all
fat.
they do. That's all they do. I'm telling you, these white women.
But it's that's it. I'm so fat. I'm so stupid. I'm blah blah blah.
By the way, these women pay, is it $30,000 to sit with the black woman you saw over there, to tell them how to decenter themselves and crush the whiteness, or they have such weird terms. Anyway, just
Sorry.
look at this.
Your kids are watching you, and they're watching you talking shit about each other, raging against the machine or being silent or whatever the hell it is that you're doing or not doing, and they know that you're not doing shit for them.
That's so important. That is so important what you just said. It's really important.
We're gonna have to add you to our team.
Oh, I would love to take a seat and join you.
No, you're not allowed to.
Okay.
Look.
I do have my DEI certification that I got. So
DI is that the diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Thank
It's
you,
a
sir,
doctrine.
but I'm
It's
also
a
not the
little
norm, so-
ideology they're working with. Okay,
White
if you
people
know
are
about it,
starving
just
these
research it.
conversations.
We are. We're so starving.
Yeah.
We are so starving for this.
Anyone else want to say anything?
I'll just say one thing. I'm so glad we can have these conversations, and I'll be done. But I'm just so glad that we could all.
You see, just shows his
these
face.
conversations.
It's like
That's all I
it's
wanted to
like it's like they can't tell it's him. Kwanza ile kitu ya Superman akiwa miwani ya wajui ni yeye inawaka hapa.
Okay, you know, we're all acting all the time in our lives, and I think that that's part of the problem. That it's like we're all trying to play a part rather than just being real and having these uncomfortable conversations. That's what I'm always trying to tell people, especially, you know, white women. No offense.
No, see, like, you're a white dude. There's power positions, and
Yeah.
you know, it's pointing white people pointing fingers at each other is not helpful.
You know, I've been on this journey for so long.
It's
Having this
like-
conversation has been really enlightening for me. Anyway, I got the DEI certification, and I'm just on the journey. All right, you ladies have a great night.
Decolonize yourself. Do your own white supremacy dismantling.
I mean, these people just who listens to this crap and thinks, "Hey, what a great idea! Let's go and decolonize the."
Own white supremacy dismantling.
Do your own white supremacy
white
dismantling.
supremacy dismantling.
Look at them,
And
they're
then
listening
you
to
can
her.
start to bring in other people.
Can I just say one last thing? Propose a toast. I mean, just raise a glass if you're racist. Another thing.
Oh, I'm not racist. Let me
So
get my
raise,
glass.
well,
You see, the black woman thinks she's special. He thinks everyone else is racist except her. That's how it is in America. That, oh my God, that black people can't be racist, by the way. So a lot of these are not, they are very counterintuitive. Like you're saying, oh, how come black people are not racist, but what everybody else is, and they are the good, what do you call, the moral, upstanding society. But if you look into their culture, that one they blame on white supremacy also, by the way. They're killing each other, being mediocre, stealing, they blame it. The fact that they cannot, they have a 75% single motherhood rate. Oh, white supremacy. No personal responsibility to black people. As we are just pawns of these people seated here. You would think that they're doing it because they want to be good people. No, it's about them. Even in this situation, they want to be like, oh, you know, us, we are racist, but you're the ones who want to do the work to stop being racist. Just give us $2 million for the planning and organization. This is pretentious garbage,
to
people.
racist.
Am I racist?
Good stuff, Matt Walsh. Anyway, guys, this is my own personal thing. I know some of you don't care about it so much, but either you care about it or not, it's here and it's coming more and more. This wokeism, meona hizo transgenderism, meona kila kitu. LGBTQ sasa ndio kitu muhimu. Uganda wananyimwa pesa ya kuendelea mbele juu ya hiyo kitu peke yake. Imagine that only. It's not world poverty, it's not children suffering with diseases or famine. It's not poverty. No. It's not that. That's the important thing. There's something wrong here. Wase tukue rada. Otherwise,